All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on another great episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, the hardship in Nigeria continues to bite harder, and for me, it is obvious that this administration has no answer or solution to our problems. If they do, then they clearly lack the political will to make anything happen. 2 days ago, the Supreme Court granted autonomy to local governments, meaning they will now receive funds directly from the federal government instead of going through the state governors. And some saw this as a very good move. Presidency issued a shameful but honest statement admitting that Tinubu influenced the judiciary to pass that judgment against the governors, who now mostly perceive him as a failure because of his policies. It is said that Tinubu believes that he can control the local governments if he is in charge of their allocations directly, thereby reducing the powers of the state governors. But many governors are saying that giving money directly to the local government chairman will not save Tinubu from what is coming as a result of the poverty and hunger that he has brought upon the people. But I dare say the governors are equally not left out. If Nigerians were to ever wake up, 99.9% of members of the political class must be on the run because they are all involved. But few hours ago, MAKINDE, governor of OYO State, took a subtle attack to Tinubu. MAKINDE said the whole local government autonomy issue is a mere distraction from the federal government. According to him, the major issues are hunger, poverty, and the anger of Nigerians as a result of the despicable state of things. Before I show you this video of MAKINDE spitting fire, let me quickly show you this update. One of the lawmakers who hid palliatives during lockdown in 2020, this woman hid palliatives from Nigerians who were dying of hunger. She has now been given a big appointment in this administration. Look at how the papers reported it. Tinubu appoints Lagos former lawmaker accused of hoarding COVID-19 palliatives for birthday party as NSITF director. Reporters. Bola Tinubu on Saturday approved the appointment of Mrs. Mojisola Oluwa Kehinde Ali Macaulay, a former Lagos lawmaker, as the executive director operations of the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund. Reporters in October 2020 reported how Nigerians exposed Ali Macaulay for hoarding COVID-19 relief materials meant for residents and later using same as party packs at her birthday event. The female lawmaker at that time had diverted the palliatives meant for her constituents and repackaged same as birthday party packs as seen in photographs which went viral after the event. Meanwhile, Tinubu 4 years later gifted the former lawmaker the appointment of an executive director. According to a release by Ajuri Ngelale, Tinubu also appointed Mr. Oluwaseun Faleye as the new managing director stroke executive officer of the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund. You heard that. Now, this administration backed former governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Ganduje, to become the APC chairman, the chairman of their party. This is a man that was caught on camera collecting dollars and stuffing in his babariga, an open criminal. This woman was exposed totally to the whole world, how she hid palliatives, rebranded them with her picture, and used them for her own birthday party. And now she's been rewarded. So it is clear what must be on your CV. It is clear what must be your antecedent before you get an appointment in this administration. You have to be an open criminal. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Duke says, for you to be appointed under this administration, you just have to be someone with questionable character. That is it. That is what they have proven to everyone. And Omotolani Adebanjo here says, it shouldn't come as a surprise to Tinubu if he just serves for one term. The Nigerian economy is in need of fixing, but he doesn't care about that. And this tweet by Ibukun Tayo says, where did we go wrong? Well, we went wrong as a nation where we allowed APC to force themselves in. And this tweet by Dr. Adeyemi says, APC is a conglomeration of thieves. And Emiloju Ayodeji here says, we can't continue to be cowards or slaves in our country. Nigeria belongs to us all. We have to rise up to fight against this bad government. Enough is enough. If Kenya can do it, we can do it too. Heaven will not fall if Tinubu resigns. Tinubu must go. And Allah here says, for this Tinubu's administration, if you don't have criminal or corruption records, you will never qualify for appointments. That is what they have made it. You can't just fault anybody who comes up with this conclusion. I just gave 2 examples. This woman, Ganduje, look at Atiku Bagudu, who is in charge of budget and planning. This is a man that if you start reading his records, you will put your hands on your head and almost weep. He was the main person that helped Abacha to loot Nigeria dry. And now he has been put in charge of budget and planning. And he came out to openly say that budget padding is not wrong. That anything National Assembly says stands. Those are the kind of people at the top. What a shame. Now, let us look at that video where Sheyi Makinde spat fire on this administration. See the video.
Okay, there was judgment of the Supreme Court. There's local government autonomy, financial autonomy, and all of that. And I will still say it. I think it's just a distraction. We must face the real issues that we have. And the issue that we have is we are not producing enough. We're not productive. Whatever it is that we're sharing in Abuja, which is what this FAQ is all about. Oh, okay. Whatever is in Abuja, share it to the local government. Is that our problem? Well, okay, maybe it may be a part of the problem that, yes, you want to have a value for what is being shared, but our real problem is productivity. But now this is going to be the discussion for the next maybe 1 month or so, when issue of hunger and anger in the land will still be under the table. It's a big issue. The federal government is saying, okay, now we need to import food. It's a big shame. It's a shame. Yes, it's a big shame on this country. We cannot feed ourselves. And then you're saying we should go back to those things that will allow us to bring confidence back to our people and to ensure that this country is back on the path of growth and progress.
You heard that. Sheyi Makinde there taking a serious aim at the failures of this Tinubu regime, which does not exonerate him. The governors cannot be left out of this. There is a lot which he could have done as a state governor, which he hasn't done. But of course, he said we are not producing enough. Ever since Nigeria stepped into this new realm of poverty and hunger, many elites have suddenly become students of Peter Obi. When Peter Obi went around this country telling us how we have grossly underutilized our capacity to produce, how many elites endorsed his message. But today, when everything has gone awry, they are now all about production, production, production. And he's saying it's a shame for us to import food when we can produce to feed ourselves. Makinde is now re-echoing the position of Peter Obi that production is the way out. Obi had it all planned out, including the states in Nigeria where massive agriculture was to take place. And his plan included certain metric tons of certain crops targeted as desired output. That way you can have an estimated revenue from agriculture. This is what we missed. We had the opportunity to turn this country around. But this administration, on the other hand, have shown time and again that production is not a priority for them. Ganduje said they want to create a credit-based consumer economy. They believe so much in taxation. And we are not saying that taxation is wrong, but what have you given to the people that you want to collect back? Their businesses are shutting down because of the high taxes, inflation on the rise, insecurity widespread. So what have you really given to them as a government that you want to collect back? And that is what taxation is all about. You are giving so much to the people. After giving so much to the people, you tax them to take back and fix the country. That is taxation. But you have not given anything. The whole crude oil money, the one that comes into the government coffers, the utilization cannot be well explained. We are still looking at issues of corruption, widespread corruption, and misappropriation. So taxation is not the next thing. We are looking at production, production, production. That is the way to get out of the current problems of Nigeria. But we know that the APC is not ready to follow that path. And this is how it will continue. Don't start having hope that maybe next year, maybe in the next 6 months, they will change. No. That was how some delusional Nigerians continued expecting miracle from Buhari for 8 years. In 2019, he said, my second term will be harder. Some people still believed that things will be better. He came in second term became harder than the first term. And that was how Nigerians continued suffering until he left office. Today, he has gone free, enjoying his money with his cronies, with his family, Niger Republic, everywhere. And it is Nigerians that are suffering. It is the same thing that will happen here. They keep on making promises, empty promises. At the end of the day, the people will not benefit anything. And that is why I keep telling Nigerians that the ball is in our court. When Nigerians are tired of suffering, when Nigerians are tired of being treated like slaves in their own fatherland, a land flowing with milk and honey, you are not getting anything. When Nigerians are tired, they will cast their sentiments aside, unite, and take their country back. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Na I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go.